Oh my God. I think it was Davenport. Look at this thing on the line. He was already in the end zone. Look at this hit. Boosh. What is going on, guys? We're back with another video today, and we are in our Austin Desperados Fantasy Draft Relocation franchise. We are 16-0, going against the 10-6 Dolphins. We obviously have an insanely good team. Of course, if you haven't followed the series, we started off literally like day 1 or 2 of Madden 19 with a fantasy draft. Had no idea when players went, this and that. Ended up with a 78 overall team. Obviously, a lot of those guys were young, and here we are with this squad. Looking for a Super Bowl win here. I think that would be very nice, okay? I think it would be very cool, and we obviously have to make it there first. We have Burgess and Brandon Cooks with upgrades. What do we need to upgrade? His catching's kind of rough, isn't it? His jumping's low, spec catch, short route. So spec catch, short route. Well, let's just go red zone threat. Let's get his catching going. There we go. Nice little upgrades. All right. I mean, I'll take that, I guess. I think he got like 2 short route anyways, didn't he? And then Brandon Cooks. Pretty damn solid stuff. I suppose we can try to just max him out in catching, which of course would be a slot upgrade. Didn't go up in overall. He does get a lot of upgrades, though. He gets short route. Not really what we're looking for. It's fine, though. We won 24-9 last week. Their defense was solid. Their offense was terrible, though. And the Dolphins are a hugely low overall. So there's that. And we are home. Of course, the weather is absolutely perfect. Completely opposite to our Chicago Bears franchise, where it was snowing up a storm. This team is used to the weather. Hopefully the Super Bowl is the same. I think it is in Florida. So should expect good weather there if we make it. And obviously, we're pumped. We expect to make it. We don't have really many injuries at all. We got Chicago and New York on the other side. Both very good teams. New York being the tougher of the two. In my opinion, they drafted very well on offense. And we kicked the ball first. I did change it to receive last second, but they do not like to give us what we want. So, fine. We'll just have to put some pressure on you guys. Booming kick with wind. This is gone. Ball is gone. There's about 12 miles per hour of wind, which is actually really high. Who is their quarterback? I have no idea the Dolphins at all. I don't even know if we've played them yet. And Deshaun Watson appears to be the guy. 36 touchdowns, 9 picks, 4,500 yards. Maybe we played him. I don't know. Deshaun Watson's hard to remember because he usually does this well, so I could just be thinking of a rebuild for all I know. Looking at Dez Bryant and Sammy Watkins on the outside. You know, at one point in time, their best seasons possible. Definitely a very dangerous duo it would be. Melvin Gordon, a great running back. So they've got a pretty complete offense, at least skill position-wise. Offensive line, not great. Do have Isaiah Wynn on the other side, which is nice for them, left tackle. George Kittle as well. I don't think he'd be very good of an overall in this roster, though. Usually AI tight ends don't develop that well either because you just don't get enough stats to develop their get their development trade up usually. And Shazier we miss with. Davenport making a great play, in fairness, chasing him down. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. It's manageable. Hugh Jackson, so used to success all of a sudden. Kicking the dirt there. That's a little childish considering it's the very first set of plays, and we still have a chance to get off the field. And that's exactly what Shazier does. Hugh looking really dumb in this situation. Just complaining for nothing. Obviously, we got the stop, and we're getting the ball back, so not a good look from Hugh so far. I don't know what the hell. He acts like he's never been here before. McCaffrey falling forward to the 32-yard line. Here comes Josh Allen, the league's MVP. 38 touchdowns, 15 picks, almost 5,000 yards. Not quite. Had a couple of rushing touchdowns as well. Had a decent bit of fumbles, but didn't really lose too many of them. Stretch to the right side. Going to start the game out with a nice run play. Barkley looking for early success and going to find out as much as he can get. Gets back to the line. Only so much you can do when there's 3 free guys coming at you before you even get to the line of scrimmage. Inside, gets about 5 yards. Fights hard for those yards too. Not a whole lot looking so far. We've got some good tight ends, and we also have a one-on-one look from both receivers here. Quick look, perhaps. We're just going to take a shot to Chark, who looks like he has a step. He has more than a step. He has a mile. EJ Gaines definitely does not have the speed to cover either wide receiver. It's going to be interesting to see how they adjust because the streak look, whenever going against Gaines, is just not going to look well for them. This Dolphins team is going to really struggle. Of course, we didn't get a chance to take a look at their exact roster, but their cornerbacks, of course, Tre'Davious White, amazing. Number one should be, Cook should be very hard to get open this game. But everyone else, not super great. Look at Myles Garrett. Great coverage across the board as well. But looking at their defense, EJ Gaines is 89 speed, like 90 excel. And then they even somehow, they have a guy that's even slower behind EJ Gaines. I don't know exactly what they're going to do. They might have to look even deeper in their depth chart, because I know speed's not the most important thing, but it's hard to work when you can't get, even on that edge. I mean, there's not many teams that are going to match up as well as we do to every team in the league. To the outside, great find. Des Bryant with the one-hander. Who says he can't catch? Of course, we got a first drive touchdown, but they're bouncing back pretty nicely in the second drive. They've got a good running back. They might be able to take a handoff here. They will not. Good play action. Looking over the middle, and he cannot hold on. Sammy Watkins, what a throw. Great decision, great throw by Deshaun. You have to take it all in that situation. I know you had a guy to the outside a little safer, but that's just a catch you expect a pro wide receiver to make. Up the middle, Shazier gets the free rush, and that is going to put pressure on him. Shazier known for that instinctive kind of Troy Polamalu level of play. All the receivers on one side of the field for the most part. It's going to be an easy look for the defense. And look at the throw right on the money. And Des Bryant's going to take that for a 20-yard gain. What a play. Actually, maybe even a 30-yard gain. Man coverage. Des Bryant's killing any sort of coverage we have so far. And, of course, Deshaun Watson's killing it himself. Up the middle. Trying to pull a Shazier. Gets there late. And Des Bryant finishes the drive off with a touchdown. That might have been a good 60 yards on the drive for Des alone. First kind of looked like we were doing the work and they were kind of falling behind, but you take away Chark's really lucky, I wouldn't really say lucky, but just outrunning the cornerback play. Not really a whole lot of skill involved. Once again, we got a one-on-one with Chark, who beats the corner, and I don't know what we can do here if they're just going to leave wide open Chark. You look at the other side, Cooks, not even close. Not even close to being open. Chark is going to get another touchdown right down the side of the field for a streak. They're going to have to bring a safety over. Look at this. Look at left side. Trev White is murdering him. You can't tell me that it's the difficulty, this or that. Trev White killed Cooks on this route, who's our best wide receiver on the team. Look at this. Look over the middle. Maybe had, who is this? Burgess. Don't think we had the tight end. He's open there, but you throw that. That's not looking good. They got to bring a safety over him, otherwise we're going to win this game. I don't like playing like that. I like to mix it up. I don't like to make it too easy, but at the same time, it's not very realistic for me to not expose the weak part of their defense. Look at Des Bryant here. If I didn't have trust in Lattimore's ability to cover him, I wouldn't leave him one-on-one, simply put. 3rd and 2 here. It's going to be a run, and he may get it. Melvin fights but cannot do it. Finally they're going to bring some safeties back. Maybe EJ Gaines isn't as good as you guys think he is. What do they think was going to happen? Oh, look at Chark. Tries to slip it left, can't do it. Gets a lot more yards than he probably should have had. 3 for 3, 142 yards. No tight end to the right, but it is slightly less congested. Good blocking for the most part. Oh, look at the blocks. Barkley tries to run a man over, cannot do it. Finally starting to get a little bit more room to work with in the ground game. Start of the second quarter, up 7 with ball. All of a sudden now they're starting to play some defense. Before they were just kind of letting it happen. Gesicki, though, wide open over the middle, and he's a pretty fast guy. Gets the safety completely turned around. Cut left, try to cut it back right, because the other safety I thought maybe would have ran into him. And throw it quick to the tight end, Evan Ingram, who's not going to get much. Perfect throwing from Josh Allen so far, though. Up the middle, Saquon tries to cut it right. Good decision. Great tackle, though, by number 30. I know he kind of got it robbed, but that was a great play. 3rd and 4, McCaffrey. Could be my look. Cooks could also be my look. Burgess to the outside. Perfect route. Great throw on the money again. Having a great championship round. And there's a sack. Great pressure. Obviously, didn't really have much to look at. Josh Allen, not the fastest guy in the world, but we're going to go with a read option. Makes him hesitate. We get kind of back to that original line. Just about. 3rd and goal from the 7. Not looking very good here. Ooh, I almost threw that. That would have been picked. That's my fault and almost intercepted. We faded back on the throw instead of sticking to it because the pressure kind of got there last second, and that should have been a touchdown. My fault. Over the middle and picked off by Shazier. You knew he would get one of them. And basically a very, very bad punt. Play action. They're going to leave him. I'm going to take it. And Chark is going to set an NFL record at this rate. They keep bringing the single high coverage with EJ Gaines one-on-one with Chark on the press. It's just not going to work. Really time-consuming drive here. However, they're at the 14, looking good. So this could be a good chance for them to get back in this game after playing atrocious defense. Inside, great find. Sammy Watkins finally holds on to the ball for them. I just can't believe they're not adjusting. It's all Madden. The slider's on max, basically, for the AI's potential. And they're just not going to adjust. Over the middle could be open. Back of the end zone's open. He's going to have to run, though. Look at Deshaun. And there's a terrible face mask by Lattimore that is going to extend this drive. And there's nowhere for him to go. He's going to step into it. Deshaun's going to run and score. He gets hammered, though. Should probably be a 15-yard penalty on us and probably would have been a fight. Oh, my God. I think it was Davenport. Look at this thing on the line. He was already in the end zone. Look at this hit. Boosh. You thought up 10 that we'd be calm? See, at least they're backing him up. You know, I can see maybe trying to stick with it. But if you're not going to back him up, you're just going to get, you're just going to get burned. Cooks gets the first down. Not really beating Trev White very often. Got to find him some playing time. Cooks. Come back, Cooks. And we're going to get hammered into the ground for a loss of 9. Curl route, and Cooks holds on. Nice play. Very quick receiver. Trev White is very quick too, but not many can compare. Inside, that's a risky one, and Burgess has been so clutch over the years for us. Here's Chark. I haven't run a screen like this in a while, so this could be a disastrous mistake. And we had him there. Oh, you have to wait on that screen, apparently. The second half, they might come out with dumb defense again. Their coordinator's going to get fired for sure. And we're just going to take a shot to Gesicki. And he holds on. Oh, my Lord, what a throw. What a breakdown in defense. Cooks. And that's going to be underthrown, and a great play by Nicholson on the swat. Chark to the corner. Perfect ball. And most importantly, he gets out of bounds with that left foot, giving us a chance to potentially throw a touchdown here. And Josh Allen's going to try to run for it. He's going to be short to the 1, and obviously we're going to take our field goal. So up by 13, we do get the ball here. If they could tighten up on defense, I think they'd be in a great spot. But their offense is under immense amounts of pressure with the lack of defense. Once we get the run game established again, Chark has a linebacker over him, so we will keep the run. And look at McCaffrey find the room. Gets caught up by the offensive lineman, but the offensive lineman never budged. And smart on him because it's our job to filtrate, his job to block, and we get the first. Over the middle. Who is that? Is that Cooks? Finally burning. Beats Trev, who's tackling Casper over here. Godfrey has a lead block from Evan Ingram, potentially. And there's a fumble on the play, and it's recovered by the Dolphins. I had a feeling that was going to happen sooner or later. That's exactly the break they needed. Lattimore playing on the inside. Now, we don't really, our team is good enough to the point. Oh, my Lord, Tremaine, you got to do better. Our team is good enough to the point where we can let almost anyone cover anyone. Like, I'll give the benefit of the doubt on Trev. Oh, inside, and who else but Dez, who's had a great game so far. If they end up pulling out the victory, he's got to be their MVP. 5th catch already. As much as I want to call it Chark, who's killed the game and opened it up with that speed, Josh Allen has been masterful. A huge hit by Moreau. But honestly, that throw to Gesicki, that is huge. He misses that throw, and obviously it's not a 13-point game. Some have been a little bit off target, maybe a little underthrown. I know we had an underthrow this game, but look at that find to Gordon. Really smart play there. But he's just been great this game. I know he missed one, like I said, but that's about it. And outside, Shazier on Kittle. Kittle's really been that big Other than Dez, he's been the big difference maker this game so far. Dazier looking on the inside for the blitz. This could be a run. It is a run to the outside. Myles Garrett misses the tackle, but honestly, it's a benefit because he has help on the outside, and they lose about 6. A little in motion. And there's the blitz we were looking for. The play action. Ooh, Isaiah Wynn is hurt too. The play action mixed with just great coverage. Even without the play action, they would have been done for. Coverage downfield. Look at this. Look downfield. Tell me who you're going to throw to here. Everyone locked up. Sammy was open for an inch, but even then, our guys can break on the ball pretty damn quick. And uh-oh, we got a new guy replacing Isaiah Wynn. Getting a little wild thinking he's the kicker. If you aren't toting the thing proper. Saquon to the outside. Saquon find a little room. Going to be a yard short. To the outside again. Saquon going to find the edge. That's not a good play by E.J. Gaines at all. I think he had a chance to close us there, and he played it conservatively. And there's nowhere to go to. I probably should have looked for Evan. I was looking on the outsides. Chapman with 3 sacks this game, looking good. Who's going to be the man covering him, though? And that's Chapman again with his 4th sack of the game. Barkley completely misses him, and that's going to be a punt. Just about to step up, but honestly, I thought Saquon would have had him, and stepping up would have hurt Saquon blocking, but I guess I probably should have came up. And that's a great punt because Michael Bacon steps out after a few yards gained. Momentum. Hard to field. Good stuff. We're going to bring Myles Garrett on a blitz. Well, can't really call it a blitz. It's just more of a run-stopping front. Deep. Really deep. And Dez Bryant does it again. Up the middle, we're going to get caught up. Tight end not really open. He's going to go back to Dez Bryant with the one-hander down to the 5-yard line. Dez Bryant has been their everything. Look at the game. And we're so screwed here. Edmonds has got to get out there quicker, and the Edmonds duo does. It's going to be from the 3-yard line. I would say with their results in running this game, this shouldn't be a run, but if they get it, that would be a very smart call. Looking over the middle, and Deshaun's going to run in again. He gets popped at the goal line again, but he still scores, and they're within 3. The offense, which is yet to put up a single point in the second half and only 40 yards in the second half, is struggling. And Cooks cannot break a tackle, so he's going to get very little there. You're going to get their blocker from Barkley, even though the last 7 didn't really even work that well anyways. I don't know where to go. Throw it away, and Josh holds on. That's another sack. That's 6 sacks from their edge rush. All right, Shark, this is your time to shine, buddy. Never mind, it's Gesicki's time. No, it's Evan Ingram. I thought it was Gesicki's route. Great play there. They all pretty much doubled up on Shark, and he was just left wide open. A huge, huge find. Great play call. And we extend the drive, which honestly is so crucial with the way we've been playing this half. And right off the gate, hit sticked up the gut. Huge man. McCaffrey gets wide open over the middle and gains a lot. There's a flag, though. Please do not call this back. Somebody made a terrible mistake. Oh, maybe not. It is a face mask call. Actually, I thought he looked like he got dragged down a little awkwardly. We'll take the penalty any day of the week. And that's our fault. We had the hole, but we thought he was going to break off, and he didn't. 3rd and 1. From the 13, we have Boehringer, who almost never comes in. Faster guy can maybe get out there on the edge. He doesn't. We're just going to outrun everybody, spinning inside, and the fullback, who doesn't even block a guy, really just blocks us. Run up the middle. We got about 6 minutes left in this game. They have plenty of time to drive down, so we really need to make this a touchdown. Saquon looked like he had it, but he's not going to get there. To the 5 now. Char can't break the tackle. Farley with a huge stop. To the 7 now. As the history of this game is telling us that 3 is not going to be enough. McCaffrey to the outside. McCaffrey could have the look. McCaffrey burns him. They thought he wasn't a troublesome problem on that side. He was. He gets the touchdown. The game's not over, but it definitely hurts them. From the 25 wide set, they need to at least get 3 points within about 2.5 minutes. They want a legit chance at winning this game. Myles Garrett off the edge, gets the pressure. Terrell Edmonds allowing only 4 yards there. You got to think of hurry-ups coming up soon. Underneath, not a high percentage look. However, he slips away. Bacon, obviously a very slow back. Gets hurt in the process. Doesn't even gain a yard. Yikes. Shazier and company. Inside, and that probably should have been pass interference. Over the middle. Actually, we're going to run the D-line. To the outside, and he finds him open. Does not fumble. And almost gets out of bounds, but not quite. We're coming with a little bit of heat here. It's a dangerous play, though. We got to get there ASAP, which we do not, and that's Dez to the outside. Dez almost takes it all the way. Very close play there to the 32-yard line. We're going to lock up in some man coverage now. Try to play it a little bit safer. Fabian Moreau on Dez. That's a big yikes. We do recover with Lattimore, though, and leave the running back open, or we would have left Dez wide open. To the outside, good little find. Melvin does get the first, and he gets out of bounds. That is super lucky. Shazier and company. Shazier gets blocked. Uh-oh. Trent over the middle gets hammered to the 4. Terrell in back of the end zone. Sammy finds room and gets the score. They're back within 3. Obviously, they're going to have to take the onside, even with 3 timeouts, because their defense has got to make a stop regardless. And there, obviously, Burgess gets up in that. Gets taken down to the 42-yard line. As long as we don't fumble, we're fine. Barkley finding a little bit of room, holding that ball a little wildly. He's got to reel that thing in, man. I'd rather pin them to the 1 and just play man than risk a special teams blunder. And again, you could fumble in the punt. It doesn't matter because Saquon wins the game with a perfect block on the left side edge. And it was a close one. Dolphins kind of shocked us a little bit. Probably should kneel here. Don't know what the hell we're doing. We win the game 34-31. Saquon finishes over 100 yards. Chark probably finishes over 200 yards. Josh Allen about 400. Honestly, I don't even know who I would name MVP. It was a very good game from several players. Even Shazier had a chance at MVP in the game because he had a sack or 2 sacks, a pick, plenty of tackles, lots of great coverage plays, a couple of clutch deflections. He was great this game too. McCaffrey with that fumble was huge, man. That was not a good fumble early on. It's kind of what set up the comeback, really. But however, wasn't enough. Too little, too late. We finished up as well. They put enough points. If the defense completely locked us out in the second half, they put up enough points to win the game. You know, we were locked down for a while in the second half, but we finished strong. Of course, Josh Allen with the perfect passer rating. He missed 2 throws out of 20. 90% completion percentage, 4 touchdowns. 404 yards. Rushing was great. Didn't give the backups a whole lot of times to carry, but McCaffrey, he did fumble, so probably didn't deserve it. Dez with almost 200 yards. Outplayed Chark, let's be honest. 3 touchdowns is nice and all and more yards, but Dez was just consistent in breaking tackles, and Chark was just outrunning guys. Sack totals, Noah Spence and Chapman finished with a combined 6. Shazier with 2. Pick for Shazier, 11 tackles. Like I said, he could have very easily won player of the game as well. He was clutch, the best defender on the team for sure. I'd like to see that Myles Garrett actually did get involved quite a bit. He was, I don't know if he didn't finish with a sack, but he got a lot of pressures, and that's what matters. It's very hard to continuously try your hardest when they're just getting the ball off right before you get there. A speed upgrade for Chark, who now moves up to 96 speed. Seems a little OP, but we'll take it. +2 upgrade for Ali Marpet, who's getting a lot of confidence right now. Confidence is killer, man. Look at that. +3 to like all of his stats, basically. Edmonds, apparently. What the hell here? Where did he come from here? He didn't have it up before. Either way, we'll take it. Run support. Doesn't get the scheme fit. What's the upgrade? Awareness 2 man coverage. It's only normal cover. Oh, damn. He's a good corner. He could play corner with that hit power. He'd be insane. I don't even know, man. We'll have to take a real hard look at this team come off season. But here is your Pro Bowl roster. Josh Allen, number 1. Deshaun Watson, number 2. Definitely deserves it. Clapp, number 3, deserves it. Saquon's the backup for Gurley. That really sucks. Fullback, our fullback, of course. Wide receivers. Really, Chark isn't on the list. Even after that performance, I would have voted him last second. I know that's not how it works, but still, we got 2 linemen. I think Sheriff's our lineman too, right? I think we had 4 linemen here. Chapman definitely deserves it. He killed us in the championship game. Davenport and Shazier, Myles Garrett. Cornerback, surprisingly, Lattimore is not here. Safeties, Malik Hooker, of course. Obi might have been there, but didn't have a chance. Of course, Bacon. Is that the Dolphins guy? Maybe it isn't Michael Bacon. I thought that was his name. Jake Elliott, obviously the kicker for the AFC side. Who's our punter? Is it J.K. Scott? Oh, it's Hack, so we don't have the punter there, which is fine. Who is the... It's got to be... Oh, it is the Giants. I was about to say, it's got to be the Giants. They're definitely the best. Let's take a look at the stats. Player of the week, Shazier and Shark, of course. Jared Goff and Darren Lee on the other side. Jared Goff had a very good game. See what else. Is there anything else we could look at? I guess we can look at how the Vikings actually played. Did they have to go all the way through? It seems like they would be a wild card team. Barely enough for a bye week. Actually, no, they were Giants. What am I talking about? Still had a bye week anyways. Close victory there. Killed the conference, though. Let's see the score. Offense did well, and then the defense was smothering. Josh Rosen, not a super hard guy to stop, though. Allen Robinson, Lockett, 2 decent wide receivers. Tight ends, not good, though. Should be able to lock that up easily. Defensively, sack totals, anything to note? Not really. Pick totals, Darren Lee, of course. They didn't have a kick, so not the hardest to play, but at the same time, of the 2, definitely the one we wanted to play the least. We'll actually see if we can get some XP going. So we had Jeremy Clark, and that's it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Maybe subscribe if you're new. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. And that's about it. Hopefully you guys come back for next video, of course, which will be the Super Bowl. But until next video, see ya!